Hello, Tom, aka Gedeon here for Tabletop Tap Room. Today we're going to be wearing the Were Rat t-shirt because Justin LaNasa labeled me a Were Rat. And the good wife went out and bought me a Were Rat t-shirt. So we're doing a video. Guess who we're talking about today? Just guess. I apologize because I have endeavored to back off from this topic, and just not do videos. I mean, there are two future TSR videos in the future of this channel. One, when we finally get our hands on a copy of Star Frontier's New Genesis, when they finally publish it and put it up for sale, if they do, which supposedly is happening in 2 days here. TSR Con's happening. And so we will do a review of the game then. And we're planning on, when there is a judgment in the court case between Wizards of the Coast and New TSR, we'll just download the public documents, like 4 cents a page, 2 cents a page, 4 cents a page, 10 cents a page, something like that, to do it. But we're looking forward to reviewing the court case and what's the judgment in that. So, but for the most part, because there's a lot of antics, BS, rolling dumpster fire kind of stuff happening. And I've just said, I'm going to back off, just trying to stay away from it. But it's a bucket of crabs situation where one crab tries to crawl out and then the others grab and pull them back in. And you just get pulled back into this crap. And at some point, you have to make a decision. You know what? I'm gonna do the video. So I just want to apologize to my subscribers. And up front, we're going to address a situation that's come up. I've been accused of something, and there's an allegation against me. You did this. It's trying to. Let's just come right out. I did it. I did what I'm accused of. Absolutely. However, it's trying to Justin LaNasa through the guise of Mario LaNasa, if that's because we believe it's Mario LaNasa. Mario 77 is Justin LaNasa. That we believe that. It's our opinion. That's what we believe. Has accused me of doxing. So, somebody accuses you of doxing. I'm thinking, I didn't dox. I don't believe I doxed. So I went, and here, the funny thing is like it's not even in the dictionary yet that I can tell. I mean, like Grammarly doesn't even recognize the word doxing, whether you spell it with 2 X's or 1. And spell check, regular spell check, doesn't understand doxing. So I went to the Urban Dictionary. And the Urban Dictionary says it's publicly exposing someone's real name or address on the internet who has taken pains to keep them secret, also spelled with the Doxing, alternate spelling. It gives an example. She calls herself Connie from Fat City, but someone outed her real identity and location as Karen, so-and-so from Palo Alto. Even giving the street address and put it all over the web. And then the example ends with a second person saying, I hate that kind of doxing. It's mean. So, no, I didn't dox. I did not reveal anybody's private personal information. But let's start somewhere near the beginning. With this story, and we're going to set the record straight. So TSR, new company called TSR, announced it was rebooting Star Frontiers. It had grabbed a trademark and registered it, and even though that trademark had a successor in interest and it was being used, the successor in interest has alleged that fraudulently TSR has registered this trademark and claimed that it did not know that anybody was using it, even though that successor in interest is using the trademark, is selling Star Frontiers material on drive-through. And so they did that. That was back in the spring of 2021. I was away at a conference with the good wife. It was her conference, and I was just expecting to, sit in this hot tub, drink some wine, write some Star Frontiers material. And I get contacted by a gamer from a few states away. He's like, "Dude, man, these people are trying to get a hold of you." And I'm like, "Oh, what's so hard with getting a hold of me? I mean, I don't know." And he's, no, they really want to talk to you. I says, "Fine." So I jump through some hoops and I get in touch with them, and then I get, "Yeah, we'll call you." And I'm like, "What the hell was that?" "Don't call us, we'll call you." And why would they want to talk to me? Why would I be interested in a Star Frontiers reboot? Well, I was an unofficial assistant editor to Larry Moore on the Star Frontiersman magazine for numerous issues. And then I was a founding editor of the Frontier Explorer. And that magazine has been running with a quarterly schedule and is now published 35 issues. So, and I've published 200 magazine articles in my own name in 3 different fan magazines, the third one being RPG Review out of Australia. I apologize to Lev. Dude, I know I don't send you enough content. I'm too busy with my own magazine, but I really should send you some more. And not only that, not only those 200 articles, but I've also, when I've come across content somebody posted in a forum, I've been like, "Hey, this would really be great. If it was an article in the magazine, if you repackaged it and submitted it to the they're like, "Yeah, sure." And then they don't repackage it. So because I write so much and my name's all over the magazine, I want to see other authors in there. I don't want it to look like it's the Tom show. So I would do the work of taking their material, repackaging it as an article, go, "Hey, this is what I did with your stuff. I'm going to put it in the next magazine." Okay. And so I've done a lot of work on dozens upon dozens upon dozens of other people's material and just credited their name, not put my name on it, because it helps the magazine look like it's got like broader scope, that more authors. So I've done that because I just write all the time. And, we'd have whole issues of the magazine where it's like, 12 things in there from Tom and then 2 from other people. And, I want it to be more broad. So I've, tons and tons of Star Frontiers content is out there because of me. So that's why they would want to talk to me. It was not unimaginable. And, and I've definitely proven my position within, I don't have to defend myself at all as to whether or not I've been a torchbearer in the Star Frontiers gaming community. So, this whole thing goes on and I'm like, I don't get that. And then suddenly they get a new PR guy, the old PR guy's gone, the new guys come in, and we end up getting in touch and having phone conversations, text messages, and instant messenger conversations from like the end of July through October. During that time, he's recruiting me to work on their project, the Star Frontiers reboot, promising me that Larry Elmore is going to be doing the cover. And I'm thinking, well, geez, if Larry Elmore's doing the cover, I might like to really get in on this because, Larry Elmore, childhood hero of mine. He painted my, imagination through my teen years. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a little vain. Work on a project, get my name in the credits. Larry Elmore's on the cover. Yeah, sure. I have a price. That's probably it. So I'm being recruited on that basis. And, during that time, that 4-month time, I keep getting this, we'll tell you more, but we got to get you to sign an NDA. By my count, it was 6 times. And then on a other occasion, I asked, "Hey, how about that NDA?" So 4 months of this. Now, how incompetent is your lawyer if he's 4 months working on a non-disclosure agreement and he still doesn't have it done? I hope your lawyer at TSR is much more competent than that, because you all pissed in Wizards of the Coast Wheaties and sued them, took them to court, and now they're bringing out the big guns, the corporate funded lawyers who definitely have something on the ball. So I hope your lawyers got more on the ball than the incompetence of can't get it. Or was it that whole we got to have you sign it? Was I just being strung along with that NDA as an excuse? For some reason. Were you just stringing me along for some reason? I don't know. But yeah, 4 months of you got to sign an NDA. Me asking, how about that NDA? Clearly, I wanted to sign it. So, in October or November, the end of October, an industry insider approached me and said, "Hey, I'd be very careful. That Larry Elmore, I don't think he's doing the cover for them, and here's the reason why." And he outlined some reasons why. And so I was, well, that's interesting, but I'm not going to take his word for it. So I go straight to the PR guy at this TSR. And I asked him point blank. I said, "Listen, I just having a conversation with the industry guy, and he doesn't really think Larry Elmore would be involved. And and he had reasons for that." I said, "Do you have Larry Elmore? Is Larry Elmore doing the cover of Star Frontiers reboot or not? Yes or no?" And he evasive, just absolutely evasive, would not answer the question. So, okay, let's go to the other horse's mouth. Let's go to Larry Elmore. And what a nice guy. Hell of a nice guy, peach of a man. Loved the conversation I had with him. And so I asked him, I says, "Listen, I'm being recruited on the basis of you painting the cover of the Star Frontiers reboot. Are you doing this?" "No, I have never heard of that. I have no knowledge of that." Categorically, no. So I go back to the PR guy and I send him a screenshot of the conversation with Larry Elmore, and crickets. He goes radio silence, doesn't talk to me again. And 2 days later, I get a message from Larry Elmore, and he's like, "Well, hey, maybe I am. They just contacted me." Note, just contact. So I caught them in a lie, and then they turned around, shyster move. "Well, we're negotiating with him now. We were going to get him. You didn't have him, and you're recruiting on that basis. It's a lie. It's not true." So, I've lived my life kind of as a straight shooter. You see what you get what you see. And I kind of took it badly that I was lied to. Stuff kind of pisses me off. And sure. So, I had a little bit of an emotional reaction, and I made a video. And I leaked the information. I put the screenshots of the conversation with the PR guy and the conversation with Larry Elmore, and I outed TSR for their lies. And it was fine because I kind of reached the point where I was really getting skeptical of TSR at that point. 4 months of stringing me along. "Oh, we got to have you sign an NDA." Well, how hard is it to get an NDA together? And who's the dumbass on this one? Okay, because I clearly wanted to sign an NDA, and you kept stringing me along on this NDA, this non-disclosure agreement. And if you'd had me sign it, and I clearly wanted to sign it, I would have been sitting here this whole time, keeping my mouth shut, fuming as I watched all of the BS and caca and crap from TSR go down, and the antics and the rolling dumps. I would have been fuming that I had to be careful and not open my mouth and violate the non-disclosure agreement. But you never gave it to me to sign. So yeah, I I outed them. And, that led some tiff between me and them. And, I was accused of, are you working for Wizards of the Coast? No, I'm not. That might not be a bad, that might be a bad job. Do they pay? How much do they pay? Are you working for 10 car? No, I'm not. I'm not. Those kinds of accusations, there's some back and forth and being told that so disappointed in you. Really? I'm disappointed in you for lying. You got caught lying. No apology for the lie. No try to, hey, mea culpa, I did bad. We should have been a little more clear. None of that. Just, you're working for Wizards of the Coast. So I had been stirring the pot, doing videos. I'd been stirring the pot, and I came to the realization that, one, it wasn't doing me any good emotionally. I'm worked up all the time, and wasn't doing the Star Frontiers community any good. And so I said, done, backing away, and I'm just going to try to stay away. And it's been interesting because, during this time we get parodies. Justin LaNasa did some parodies of Eric Tenkar. He even put a game card in his game Dungeon Crawl called the Tenkarian Gibberer. And, so it was a parody. Eric Tenkar's reaction to it was absolutely choice. So I thought that was great. His reaction to it, and it's laughable. But it's turned ugly. So it's really turned ugly. And then all of a sudden, this Mario 77 has started doxing Tenkar. Not once, just like repeatedly posting the same thing over and over again. Not just post it once, but like post it all over his Facebook group. Just spam posted it. Then he doxed Tenkar's wife, doxed his mother. His mother or his mother-in-law. I'm unclear as to which it was. Either way, is douche waffle kind of move, just absolutely douche waffle type of move. And, douchebaggery, use that term, not offend anybody. I hope I'm not offending douchebags by applying that. But it was a total, just despicable type of thing to do. Everybody recognizes that. Nobody goes, oh, you're a doxer? Wow, great, fist pump. Nobody has that kind of reaction. Everybody's like, oh, geez, what a despicable thing. So it turned ugly. And again, other than maybe making a couple of comments in the forums there at Tenkar's site, just stay away, not going to stir the pot. But then this little gem turns up on the internet. So this Mario 77 on Twitter posted, yes, I remember. Name's a woman, 50, used to be my girlfriend. We used to shag all the time. Now she's blind as a bat and doesn't even know she's with blank, her husband. She thinks it's still me. Sorry, I betted your wife, name's the husband. But that was, what was mine is now yours. So, what the heck is this? Are we 15 years old? He's talking about shagging another man's wife publicly like this. Grow up. Seriously. This was so beyond the line that I couldn't help myself. And so I posted a question. You see it there from me. And note, I didn't do the, hey, you jerk, douche waff. Just straight, simple question. Does your wife know you talk this way on the internet? I bet she wouldn't appreciate it. Because I know if my wife caught me talking this way on the internet, there'd be a fight in our house. The fight would probably start on the phone before she got home. It, w- and I would not enjoy it. But I wouldn't do this. This is just absolute bad behavior. We'll just call it bad behavior. So then he comes back with the does your wife know you take screenshots of private conversations and post them in your videos? If you forgot, no, I didn't forget it. Just Mario Lanasa, Mario 77. You can just ask the PR guy is named here who left the company. I'm sure he was so happy you did that to him. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's not happy with me for doing that. And we're not naming him in all of this because I did have an interaction with him recently, and he's like, just leave me alone. And I'm like, yo, I don't have a problem with him. Okay. I was pissed with him at the time. I don't have a problem with him now. And, so it's all live and let live. But I do apologize because everybody knows who it is. I'm just not going to name him. Former PR guy of TSR, I apologize, because you're kind of getting brought into this, but out of respect, I'm not going to name who you are, because I know you've washed your hands of TSR and you're out. So I don't have an issue with you. But so this was just beyond the pale. Right here, just crossed the line. Couldn't believe it did it, and so I said something. Maybe I shouldn't have said something. I couldn't help it. It was just so douchebaggery. So then he did another tweet. So apparently, Gerion357 doesn't like the truth. Actually, I do like the truth. That's kind of my thing. I don't like liars. And y'all lied to me, and I outed you for lying. So apparently, Gerion357 doesn't like the truth or being called out. Too bad he's into doxing as well, revealing the private conversation. So, yeah, I revealed a private conversation. I did it. I admit it. I own it. I would do it again. This is the biggest complaint they have against me. Well, I mean, obviously they don't appreciate me doing negative videos on TSR. They don't appreciate me reporting on their BS and antics and douchebaggery, douchewaffleness that goes on, connected to LaNasa, connected to 3SR, to the rolling dumpster fire. And I really don't want to do these kind of videos. I'm just so over TSR, 3SR, and LaNasa at this point. It's like, do you know how much research I did on you? I was going to do a video on who is Justin LaNasa. Dig into the life, request the DD 214 from the government and your military record, and because that's all public information as well. And digging into your life, and it was just like, and my brother helped me with that. He's a pretty good internet researcher. And at the end of the day, I was like, I feel dirty. I feel contaminated from what I've had to read. And I didn't do it. I was just like, because I'm walking away from all this stuff. I just want to stay away from it. But all right, you want to accuse me of doxing? It's not doxing, you dumbass. It's not. It's I leaked a conversation. That's not doxing, but whatever. But who has doxed is Mario 77, and we're all pretty certain that it's Justin LaNasa. That's my opinion. I know other people hold the same opinion. And not only has he gone from doing parody stuff, which was pretty childish, that most of us found amusing, to doxing, allegedly doxing, saying absolutely vulgar things concerning Tim Kask, former game designer for the real TSR, saying absolutely nasty, vulgar things about Luke Gygax. It's absolutely despicable, the behavior that we get from this individual, Mario 77, allegedly Justin LaNasa. But yeah. And your big whine about me, oh, you revealed a private conversation. I I sure did. And I enjoyed doing it. Where I'm from, we don't like liars. There you go. And so fine. I leaked a private conversation. Please remind me what circle of hell it is that people who leak private conversations are sent to, because I don't remember what that was when I read the Inferno. Okay, so yeah, I did. I leaked a private conversation, but you're a liar. And I don't know what your master plan is. I mean, what is your master plan in this? Because it looks to me like your goal is to supplant Ken Whitman, Zach Smith as pariah number one in the gaming community. Enemy, public enemy number one in the OSR is going to, because you're accomplishing it, dude. But you've actively alienated your customer base in the Star Frontiers community by all the troll posting on Star Frontiers Alive and Well every week, usually on a Monday. Troll posts from Justin LaNasa. Except you've blocked everybody, so nobody can see it. So you post in isolation. It's hysterically funny. And yes, I do see your posts. Okay, even though you blocked me, I still see your post. But you're posting in isolation because, and now everybody's like, oh, I'm so over this company. I'm so over Justin LaNasa. I'm never going to buy Star Frontier's new Genesis. And there was a sizable portion of the community, I would say 2/3, so that meant of the fans on Facebook, if the fans exceed 3,000, which they do last time I checked, and 1/3 are going to be sticking the muds. No, I've got the original rules. I'm not buying that. Sure, they are. I get that because I'm kind of that way with D&D. I've got BX and I'm happy. I've owned BX for years. I'm happy with BX. That's what I play. Fine. I get that. If that's you, that's you. But there was a sizable portion of the community, and I would have judged that to be about 2/3 who were like, just wait and see. We'll check it out. And I was in that, let's wait and see, check it out camp. Up until the moment I discovered I was being lied to. And then a switch got flipped for me. But you did that to yourselves. You lied to me, you alienated me, and I'm like, done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. These guys are jerks. I'm not going to help them at all. And you know what? I could have delivered to you a Star Frontiers rule set that is 80% written, that is a homage to the original. It's Star Frontiers with the serial numbers filed off. It has the feel of Star Frontiers. It respects the original game. Does have the serial numbers filed off. Still developing a can setting for it. But it was a nice homage written by a fan who loves it, who actually cares about the game and knows something about the game, versus the guy you got writing it who's asking me questions that tells me he doesn't have a friggin' clue about the game at all. Not even a clue. And you post artwork and stuff and information. It's like, I look at it and I'm like, these people are idiots. You don't have a clue about this game. You're doing a reboot name only. And there's no respect or love for the original game. That's just not going to work out for you, dude. I mean, you don't have the IP, and Wizards of the Coast is clearly not going to license it to you. So it's just a name only. You need to secure, to draw in those fans who love the game. So you got to show that you love and respect the game to get their money. And if you don't do that, you're not going to get the money. But no, you've done a great job alienating those fans who were in the wait and see category. Nobody who witnesses any of this behavior by Justin LaNasa and or Mario 77 and TSR threatening, former artists from TSR, like Darlene Artist, saying nasty things about Tim Kask, saying nasty things about Luke Gygax, trying to squat on Gary Con by, we're gonna do our con of just a few blocks away from Gary Con on the same weekend. The doxing, it's just the absolute childish behavior, juvenile behavior on your part. Nobody respects it. Nobody respects you. You've alienated your customer base. What are you going to do now? Seriously. What are you going to do now? It's ludicrous. So, this is Tom from Tabletop Tap Room. Yes, I did what he said I did. No, it wasn't doxing. I'd do it again. Signing out for Tabletop Tap Room. I want to thank my subscribers. Thank you guys who've watched. If you've watched the video to this, I apologize for doing yet more TSR BS. I really hate doing these videos. Wish we was past it, but just felt like responding to the doxing allegation and, just this juvenileness of talking about shagging another man's wife. Just so lowbrow, man. So low rent. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. So, but I apologize to the people who watch this video. We will try not to, but we'll see what happens, because it's like every week you turn around, there's more of this garbage going on. And, I just don't know. We will try not to. We're trying to avoid it. But you just never know. So I will see you all in the gaming community. Keep on gaming.